shown by both men, but what pound for pound skill.
He could have did it the first round, but you know, he gets in there and like to play around a little bit. I'll get on him sometimes about playing around like that.
And then in that third round, it seemed like Xander had a lot of success. I don't know if...
Y'all better look at them tapes again. Y'all talking a lot of success. They hit him like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Did your instructions change after...
No, nothing changed. I wanted the Boots to go to the body more, you know what I mean? And use his jab more. But he was setting a lot of shots up too. You see the shots he was hitting with, you know what I mean? And I was telling him not to stay there, because every time you stay there, you hit him with a good shot. Xander grabs him, he holds him. You don't see Boots on the holding. You see he can outbox him too. You saw what he was doing when he was jabbing. How many jabs he was hitting with? You know what I mean? He can do that, but he loves to fight. That's why these people come to see, man. He put on the show, man.
The final bell echoed through the arena, and truthfully, I don't think many people inside Barclays Center were worried about Jaron Boots. Ennis started exactly the way everyone expected. He switched stances effortlessly.
Ennis, what a great fight. You are a machine. Zayas, a little inexperienced, but you will be back. You're a great fighter. Let's make the biggest fight in boxing today. Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis. Let's go.
What do I think? There ain't nothing to think. It's a knockout.
No, but I'm saying, like, just of the fight, because it seemed like...
Whatever I say,
he wasn't ready, man.
whatever I say is not gonna benefit.
Exactly. You should have.
Congrats. Let's see him unified. Let's see. Well, he's unified now. Let's see him become undisputed. Good job.
Are you proud of the way Xander performed?
No,
Definitely. Heart of a champion. He showed, and his team was. They made the decision. That's it.
What do you think about Boots' performance? I mean, he overcame some kind of hard spots there.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Get up from the knockdowns. It seemed like he had Boots hurt like in the third, fourth there. I mean, did you think maybe...
I was surprised that they let the fight go that long, you know, because I was really concerned about him getting hurt like that. But that's boxing, you know. Their corner decided to let him out. Thank God, I hope he's okay. And you know, there was times there that he could have turned it around, but I mean, tonight it was Boots night. You know what I'm saying?
What really impressed me, though, was how composed Xander remained under that relentless pressure. Rather than getting pulled into Boots' rhythm, he slowed the pace whenever opportunities appeared.
Xander? No, Xander, good fighter. I like Xander. Xander, one of my guys that I like, man. That's why you see me hugging him. He's one of them top guys, man, to me. He's a good fighter, man. But I know he couldn't do nothing with Boots.
Do you think that a bit of adversity, now he can take the team to another level?
Man, I told you something. When y'all ain't see the best of him yet, they gotta bring it out of my son. You know what I mean? You see when he bring it out, he get nasty. He like to knock everybody out, but I tell him relax. You gotta relax, take your time, man. You know what I mean? But he get excited, man.
It's not really about when you throw, you're gonna get hit. You know, he loves fighting. He's a fighter at heart. Like I said, with age, the older you get, the smarter you get, the more wiser you get. Then you realize, like, I take less risk and I become more of a boxer. He has that ability. But now he's young and he's in his prime. He's a dog. He likes fighting. He enjoys it.
Every time it looked as though Boots was ready to take complete control with his speed and creativity, Xander answered with disciplined counters and sharp timing that reminded everyone why he's viewed as one of boxing's brightest young champions. Then the momentum shifted.
Just how proud of you was Xander, brother? He put up a tremendous
I'm so proud of him, man. He showed a lot of grit, heart of a champion. But I think the main thing that I loved about Xander is that he literally got the experience. He's got it down pat. When he got hurt, he was bouncing and jumping around, like moving his legs, waking him up. You know, but hey, it happens.
Showed tremendous heart, right? He kept getting up over and over. It was even stopped by the corner. It wasn't even him.
Yeah, he surprised me.
Yeah, no, but hey, you know what? That's boxing for you, but he shows that he's willing to go.
What are your thoughts on Xander's performance? You know, I mean,
I thought he did great. But you know, he still has some. How you doing? I see you, bro. Yes, sir. I thought he did great. He did good. But you know, when you got 2 belts and you're 23, you can't really take a step back. You know, that's what comes with it. There's no turning back.
Boots began investing heavily in the body, throwing punches from impossible-looking angles, while Xander responded by standing his ground more confidently and making every exchange feel like a carefully calculated risk. What stood out most was that neither fighter abandoned his identity. Boots stayed aggressive without becoming reckless.
You're a young champion, there's no turning back, so he did what he had to do.
Talk about the heart of Xander. I mean, he kept getting up. Even the fight was stopped by his corner. It wasn't even like he, stayed down. He just kind of nodded, seeing his corner finish it.
Look, when you're a young fighter, you're going to go out and you shield. That's why people want to see young fighters fight, because that's the type of fight you're going to get. They don't want to see older fighters who just have some money. They want to see that.
I don't know. I mean, he's supposed to bring out the best. You know what I mean? You know? But Pandora, I like Pandora. What other name? Pandora? I like to fight him. I think Ortiz. That'll be a good fight, Ortiz.
So Terrence Crawford, he was tweeting something after the fight, being coy, like not commenting on it, but seeming to just throw his version of some shade. I mean, what's your thoughts on?
I don't care what nobody say, man. I don't care. That don't bother me. Just like when y'all talk, I don't care what y'all say.
Not even me?
I don't care what none of y'all say, because I speak the truth. You know what I mean? You know, you don't see us cussing and calling people out. Some of them don't know this, don't know that. We don't do that. You know what I mean? We just come to...
Boots Ennis stood beside the ring wearing the same calm expression he had carried throughout fight week. But once everything was over, it was obvious he had witnessed exactly the kind of battle he expected. He gave Xander Zayas full credit, calling him a true champion who embraced the challenge and never looked overwhelmed. Boots said this fight was never about hype or social media anymore. It was about two undefeated young fighters testing themselves at the highest level. He explained that Xander's discipline, movement, and willingness to adjust forced both corners to think throughout every round, which is exactly what championship boxing should be. When asked whether fans had finally seen the best version of Boots, Boots simply smiled. I told everybody before the fight.
Rashidi was beating. Right? Well, Boots is no Rashidi, like I told him. I knew Boots was going to stop him. He could have stopped him earlier, too. He could have stopped him early, but he ended up having fun again, you know what I mean? Oh, that's not, we don't do that all the time.
Did you expect it to be so one-sided, though, man? Okay.
Yeah. No, I did. You know, the reason why I'm saying that, because he's coming at us. He's one of them guys that he got to be set to throw punches. All you got to do is give him a little move. Power didn't change. That mother still was strong. I thought he was going to, you know what I mean? His power was still there.
Hey, what did you think of his heart? He definitely has some energy.
Man, he's one of the best. Like, one of the best that Boots is for, to me. Okay. Even though he couldn't hardly do too much with Boots, but he was there. And he was putting that pressure on him. And he was trying to fight. He wasn't like the one before last time that ran.
Okay,
yeah, you see what I'm saying? If you don't run, just...
That's where Eddie Hearn's reaction shifted the conversation from what happened inside the ring to what comes next for the entire division. While Boots Ennis focused on preparation, adjustments, and earning greatness through difficult fights, Eddie couldn't stop talking about what the boxing world had just witnessed. He said, "This is exactly why the biggest fights have to be made. When two undefeated champions stop protecting perfect records and start chasing greatness, everyone benefits." What impressed me most was that Eddie had no interest in criticizing either fighter after the final bell. Instead, he praised both men for delivering on every bit of the anticipation, saying the atmosphere inside Barclays Center was one fans would remember for years. He even laughed when reporters reminded him of his confident
You can have great fighters, but you need to put performances in on a stage like that, in fights like that, for me to be able to stand in the ring and say, I f***ing told you, this kid is the one. He's 27 years old. Now, you talk about these other fighters, the great fighters like, I don't know, Crawford. What's Crawford? 36, right? Who is amazing. Boots, Crawford, best fight in the sport. Unbelievable. But this kid's got so many gears and levels to go for pocket and the movement, and it was getting better and better and better and more spiteful and more spiteful. Shout out to Marvin, the trainer, because you save a fighter from a horrific beating, and he was taking a beating anyway, but like, what's the point? His nose is busted, he's about to get knocked spark out, and it's like, the fight's over. And it's like, it's such a disheartening beating. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you can't have any joy. You land one and you think, and then all of a sudden you got hit by about 8 and he's over there. You know, he's such a brilliant fighter.
I thought it was an amazing performance. I thought he said something about watching Gotti versus Floyd in the same arena. And that was the kind of Gotti-like Floyd performance that I came here to see. I thought that was Boots at his best. He was having fun. He was sharp. People complain about him getting hit, but the only punch I really seen him get hit with was the jab tonight. So truthfully, I thought his defense was really good, and